Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for whatever topic or whatever situation you want. So let's go ahead and get started. Pick a number 1, number 2, or number 3, and we're going to get your message. So if you choose number 1, what I'm seeing is that overall, cliche as it sounds, you need to focus on your joy because there has been a lot of energy that's been around you lately that's been trying to suck you down. And it's interesting, my Reiki healer was actually, my Reiki healer was actually telling me, promise you believe in angels, you believe in light, you believe in positive energy, but you have to realize there is darkness out there too. And so whenever you are really worried about something, you're very susceptible to letting this energy in. So I don't want to scare any of you guys. You are the one who's in control of your body and your mind and your spirit. Everything ultimately is just a projection of your mind. So you need to make sure that you're projecting peace, that you're projecting positivity, that you're projecting love out there, because like attracts like. The more that you focus on the negative, the more you worry, the more you attract those types of situations into your life. So I don't want you guys to be paranoid and to think that, oh, only think positive, and if I accidentally think a negative thought, everything's gonna go to shit. But it's just about where your focus is. So ask yourself, where has your focus been lately? What has been on your mind? I think the reason that you've been thinking so much lately about just these negative things and really worried about your situation is because you're in a transition state right now. And when you're in a transition state, everything is a mystery. You don't know what's gonna happen next. There's a lot of uncertainty. And so it's easy for these traumas and these fears to come up, especially if you've experienced a lot of negativity in your past or if you've experienced injustice. And so I am seeing that some of you guys have had this bad trauma, and so when you get to these transitional phases in your life, when you're moving from like one job to the next or from one place to the next, or maybe you're in between partners and you're single right now, it's easy to just go back to the past and think about all the awful things that have happened and think like, here we go again, I'm going back down that hellhole. But I don't see that happening here. I do see you're frustrated because there hasn't been a lot of help coming through, a lot of support coming through, and you're just kind of like feel like you're stuck on a plateau in this certain place. But I think there's a message coming through that you really need to pay attention because there are some opportunities for you. I'm just getting this message that there are hidden opportunities for you in this situation, and it's up to you to come up with a creative solution to move forward. So for instance, today in my life over here, I had plans to go to the pyramids and I really wanted to go, but TMI, I'm on my period, and so I was just like, I cannot handle being out there in that heat. I really wanted to go out there and do some readings for you guys because that's like the whole reason I came here to Egypt, and I was so frustrated because I couldn't go there and I just like keep putting it off, and I'm leaving in like a week. So it was really frustrating for me, but I realized what I needed more was to get out in nature. So I came here to this island, and I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see. As you can tell, I'm like surrounded by nature and I'm by the water, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm so happy and I'm so thankful, and like my cramps are feeling better. And so there was just there was another thing I was supposed to do. I was supposed to move forward creatively, and of course I have a lot of personal readings to do for you guys, which I'm still working on, that I needed to kind of do instead. And so everything ended up working out, and I feel like for you in this situation, your situation is probably a lot worse than mine. Day in the life of Rainbow Harmony. I have hard times too, you guys. For me, this was a really hard day. But what I'm seeing is that your situation is probably a million times worse, but it's this message that you need to really be open to what could come through. And I want you guys to really just take some deep breaths and to get grounded and to really spend some time just being in your body today. And I actually did like this video that was really healing today that helped me to take deep breaths and helped me to just relax. And I can't tell you guys enough how amazing it is to be here by the water and to be just experiencing this beauty right now. And so if you can go outside today and you can get by the water and you can get by a river or a lake or an ocean, or if you can just go outside to the trees, or just be around some animals, it's going to be very helpful to you and to your state of mind. And so these are the messages that are coming out. I do feel like you need to be open to just being in your body right now, and sometimes that's all you can do when you're thinking about the future and you're worried and there's just anything could happen. It's better to just think about the good things. And for me, when I fall asleep at night, I have PTSD, and so my mind starts flashing all of these horrible images of just like times that I was abused and horrible things people said to me. I'll start thinking about middle school. Middle school, I feel like, was triggering for everybody. And I'm just like, I'll catch myself and I'll be like, why am I thinking this? And I just realize it's because I need to make new memories. And so I try to get myself to start visualizing things that I want. So before I go to bed lately, I've been visualizing India because I really want to go there, and I'm imagining what it will be like to be there and to be around the people and all of the beautiful, colorful clothing, and just walking on the beach and stuff like that. And then I fall asleep and I end up having good dreams, you know? So you've got to really catch yourself and be like, what is going on in my mind? And sometimes you catch yourself and you're just like, whoa, that was crazy. Like seriously, last night, it was like one traumatic scene after the other. Just trauma, 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 trauma. I think it's like all I know because my life was like that for so long. So I just feel the message for you guys. It's time for you to just make new memories. And if you don't have anything positive to think about, then think about the things you want and start training yourself to focus on this more. And a really great way to do that is to make a vision board. So check out my video called How to Make a Vision Board. You can scroll down on my channel and that will help you. And once again, just get outside, take some deep breaths. Even if you just need to walk down your street or something like that, whatever it is, you know, go hug a tree. And that's gonna help you feel so much better. All right? So I'm gonna go ahead and move on now. If you choose number 2, let's go ahead and get started. So I do see for a lot of you guys, you're going to be either getting married soon or you're going to end up in a relationship soon, because this is the committed partnership bird. And funny enough, I don't know where it is, but oh, it's right there. Do you see that bird flying? That's this bird right there. The one that was just flapping its wings. So it's a heron. And the most amazing thing about the heron, I don't know if you can still see it, but the heron stands in the water and it kind of blends in and it doesn't make any sudden movements. It's not like impulsive or anything, and it just kind of waits and it waits, and then when its fish is there and it sees the fish, it goes pop and it grabs it. And so this is about you needing to be patient right now and just needing to kind of blend into your surroundings. Maybe not do anything too risky, not make any sudden movements. This is about staying dedicated. The heron has an amazing sense of dedication. They're always focused, they're always waiting patiently. So I do feel basically this is a message that if you wait patiently, your partner will come. You will receive this beautiful union with your soulmate or your twin flame, or a new love is coming to you, okay? I also see this message that you could be moving home soon. So it's like you need to be open to maybe kind of applying for different places to live or starting to pack some stuff up. I remember I was trying to manifest moving. I really wanted to move, and so something I did is I went through my entire house and I cleaned things out and I just got rid of tons of things. I even put a couple things in boxes, and my partner was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm packing because I'm over this shit and we're moving. At the time I had like really annoying neighbors, and so any of you guys out there that have annoying or toxic neighbors, I feel for you. Or toxic roommates or whatever. And so this is a message you're moving. Maybe you're moving in with this person. And so I do feel like your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then there's this message you do need to get out of your house more. So this could be like go house hunting, go apartment hunting, go start looking for places you want to move to. Or this could be getting out there and trying like group activities and social activities, taking classes and stuff like that to be able to put yourself around new people and expand your social circle so you can meet this person. Next, I'm seeing that this is kind of random, but for some of you guys who are watching who are wondering if you should move forward with like starting a YouTube channel or starting your Reiki business or wanting to heal people or like sell crystals or whatever, I am seeing that many of you guys have come here to Rainbow Harmony because you guys really resonate with me, and maybe you like what I'm doing. Maybe you envision yourself doing tarot or doing healing or giving intuitive messages or coaching people and stuff like that. And so they're asking you, what are you waiting for? You don't need any training. You don't need anything else, you just need to empower yourself to get started, to realize the whole reason you probably had this spiritual awakening is to awaken you to the fact that you are an artist, you are a healer. So whether you heal through fashion, like I do, I'm a makeup artist and fashion stylist. You guys know I love to talk about that. And it is a way for me to give back because I'm doing sustainable fashion and I'm trying to help raise awareness about what fashion is doing to harm the earth and harm people. And so you can find ways to help through the things that you love. And so, and honestly, it's just helpful, even if what you're doing is just like dancing or something. I mean, that inspires people, that lifts people up, that gives people a healing energy, and that's a sacred calling. And so realize that whatever your artistic habit is, whatever your hobby is, this is something that's very important. And so for those of you guys that choose number 3, I'm gonna take a real quick look at these cards and put them away. This is about getting what you want. There's been a lot of stuff in your life that has just fallen apart, because I did see the death card there, and so it was like I just got this flash that like something really bad has happened in your life and you're just like, why? And maybe things aren't going the way that you thought, but you have to realize that when that kind of stuff happens, it is a calling for you to really go within and start deciding what it is that you really want. So ask yourself, what do you really want from your life? What makes you happy? What's fun for you? What do you enjoy? What are your desires? And sometimes we just don't ask ourselves those questions about what we want and what's fun for us. And so it's important for us to just get in touch with ourselves sometimes and really ask ourselves, what do we want? And if you don't know what you want, maybe it's because you never really had an opportunity to be able to slow down in your life and to be able to figure that out. And my partner John and I talk about this all the time. We say the only way to figure out what you want is to try different things. So I remember like right after my spiritual awakening, there was this whole time in my life where I was just like trying different things. I tried painting, I tried dancing, I tried writing, I'm still writing music. I tried, so many things. You know, I was doing fashion, I was modeling, I was trying makeup artist, and some of those things I ended up doing long term. I ended up actually turning those into jobs. I tried tarot. You guys know how that's going for me. So you just never know. You never know the things that you try and how that can actually turn out for you in your life and where you're actually being called to go. There's actually a reason that you like to do the things that you do and that you have the desires that you have. And so this is a big message about just being open to trying different things, being open to being who you are, being open to follow your desires and not giving up on your dreams, okay? To be honest with you guys, I always had a dream of like speaking in front of people. I always had a dream of doing fashion, but along my path, I stopped because and I chose things that were like almost like it. Like I wanted to be a fashion stylist, but I chose to be a fashion editor and be a fashion writer. And I was kind of like behind the scenes and working at a desk a lot. But what I really wanted to do was like be one-on-one and styling and like with the clothes and stuff. And I think I chose something that was like kind of like it, but not, because we tend to like self-sabotage when it comes to the things that we love. We tend to almost do it, but not. I talk to a lot of people who like want to do social work and want to help people, but they end up like working in an office, like pushing papers and on the computer and doing stuff like that. And what they really want to do is be more hands-on and maybe start their own company. A lot of you guys are entrepreneurs and you want to start your own company, but you're ending up like working for other people. And sometimes, you know, that's part of your path and it's meant to be. I do believe that nothing's a coincidence, everything's meant to be, but it's like you have chosen something that's safe when what you really should choose is taking a risk. And I want you guys to know that money flows where your energy and passion goes. And so if you choose something that's just safe and that's just a way to get a paycheck, you may not be happy. There might be only so much money you can make with that. And it's going to be way more fun to you and much more of a blessing to you and your life and the people around you and to your wallet if you actually follow the thing that you're truly passionate about. And so sometimes we decide not to be an artist and not to be creative and not to do the things we love, and we just think, oh, it's just a hobby, because we're afraid to believe in ourselves, and we self-sabotage and we just choose something that's not really meant for us. And so part of the reason I started this channel is because I wanted to show you guys like how successful I became doing the things I loved. I had a job before this. I worked for 13 years teaching community CPR classes, teaching swim lessons. I was healing people, I was working with people. It was like part of what I loved, but At the same time, I knew I wanted to do something on a grander scale, but it was easy for me to pick the safe job and to get the paycheck and to stay in that routine versus taking the risk of starting my own stuff, even though I really wanted to style, even though I really wanted to speak and help people, heal people on a grander scale. And so once I finally started taking steps, I got a lot of signs, you know, angel numbers 222, 444, 111, crazy spirit animals everywhere. I mean, there's literally a cat right here right now. You guys want to see the cat? Hi, little baby. Say hello to the rainbow family. Hi. It runs away. Animals and stuff like that everywhere. I saw like deer, and I started having crazy dreams and meditations, and you know, as soon as I put my channel up, I got people asking me how much do I charge, and then all of a sudden I had to raise my prices, and then bam, all of a sudden I'm traveling the world, and like it's just everything's going really good. And so you start following the little steps and take one step at a time, bam, everything starts to align. You start getting signs, you start getting messages, you start getting hope, you start getting signs you're on the right path. And yes, there's always going to be obstacles, there's going to be crazy things that happen, and life is always going to hit you hard, but you're going to be having fun along the way, knowing that you chose the right path for you, knowing that you chose the right line of work, knowing that you're following your purpose. And so I hope that this message resonates with you. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Peace out.